I assume you will be able to guess what this evening's video is about. We did promise a couple of weeks back that we would be revisiting Sinn Féin's very substantial involvement in the framing of our son Aaron. What we're going to look at this evening now is a 6-minute video clip of Christopher Morton from Mike in Newry, County Down, giving a statement which we know to be false to Pat Marry and Bobby Ogle. It's probably one of the most disgusting aspects of this case that we have brought to life, that interview with Ogle and Marry. There's a whole lot of serious issues with it. The identification process, Aaron's picture on one sheet of paper, was absolutely abhorrent. It was disgusting, and Ogle and Marry should be totally disgusted with themselves for what they tried to pass as an investigation and as a proper interview. So for those of you who haven't seen Christopher Morton before giving this statement, we have shown most of the statement. I think it's about 45 minutes. And this is the last bit that we're going to bring to the Irish public. We've given Sinn Féin ample opportunities to come forward and clarify what you're about to see. We've contacted them, probably Anton Waters, Sinn Féin councillor, Sinn Féin locally, regionally and nationally. We've called to their offices and left very substantial documentation and information with them, and they haven't had the manners to respond. So Christopher Morton has given this statement. Very briefly, his story is that he was in a bar on a Saturday night, Sunday morning, depending on what part of a statement you look at, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 a.m. He meets a man at the bar who he says was Aaron Brady, and this man said, "Yes, I'm the one who shot Detective Garda Adrian Donoghue." So the bar was the Tombstone Bar on Ketone Avenue, just off McLean in Woodlawn, Yonkers in New York. But what Christopher Morton, the dirty, rotten liar that he is, and we've called him this on multiple occasions, no one has come to stand up for him yet. So we await someone to try and contradict us. But what Morton didn't know was Aaron obviously wasn't in the bar that night. Aaron wasn't out that night. But Aaron's sister, Lorraine, was in the bar. So we know 1,000,000% that Aaron wasn't in the Tombstone Bar that night, that this man alleges he had this interaction with Aaron Brady. So that's just the basis of it. He gave a whole list of nonsense in his statement, but to give gravitas or some sort of kudos to a statement, he involved Anton Waters, a Sinn Féin councillor in the Cooley Peninsula. So we've brought that to Sinn Féin's attention, as I say, locally, regionally, nationally, and they haven't responded. So what we're going to do now is we look at the 6 minutes, the clip from the interview, and then we'll just break it down for you, and we'll give our investigations into Morton's claims about his friend Anton Waters. And we will say from the outset, we stand to be corrected on everything and anything we say, but no one from Sinn Féin has come forward to even discuss this matter. So we'll go ahead now and we listen to Christopher Morton tell us about his friendship with Sinn Féin councillor Anton Waters.
So having read this article, do you think something?
Yeah, I've read it. So this is the article I read on Facebook.
Yeah.
And in it was
supposed to be Anton. Anton had posted on his Facebook. But he was the Sinn Féin councillor interviewed about it, and I had read it. And you... I'm just saying this article has been shown to me
today, and in my presence, Detective Murray's going to give that in an exhibit. So in your presence, Detective Inspector Pat Murray. An exhibit PM1. I think Pat Murray 1. This article had you tell me this article had been posted on Anton
on Facebook, on Anton Waters' Facebook, yeah.
Can you tell me a wee bit about your knowledge of who Anton Waters is?
We were friends growing up. Went to school together when we were younger. Then he moved off up to Louth.
He's went to school, went to the same school. Where was that?
In Meg, St Joseph's in Meg. And we played football together for Newry City. For the under 18s.
Gaelic or soccer?
Soccer. He was goalkeeper. I was left back.
For Newry under 18s.
Yeah.
Have you kept in contact with him since then? Or?
Now and again I write them on Facebook. That's about it really.
So having read this Facebook article, what did you do?
I wrote Anton an email explaining to him that I knew where the person was that had shot the guard. And I knew who he was. I don't think I'd given his name in the email. I don't remember right.
You wrote an email saying you knew who the person
I told
was.
him where he was, and I told him to get that if he knew the right people to get in contact with, to get them in touch with me, and I put my number on the email.
So you asked him.
Yeah.
Could you give me that again?
I asked him to contact the people that were dealing with it, so you guys, and I gave him my number, and then Pat got in contact with me.
So following on from that, Detective Inspector Pat Murray made contact with you.
Yeah. If you want to exhibit that there.
Yeah. Okay.
PM too.
There you go.
Stuff.
So on this date, Detective Inspector Murray presented me. He's presented you with a copy of your email.
Yeah. 2 pages. And read it.
You just read it and satisfy yourself that is it.
Yeah.
So you've read it.
Yeah.
You can confirm.
That's the email I sent.
The State Inspector Mary has exhibited it. Exhibit PM 2. Okay, so we're at this stage, so
So there you have Christopher Morton's assertion that he's friends with Anton Waters and that he initiated this contact with Pat Marry through Anton Waters. So I'd like to do very briefly, just break it down very quickly and just confirm everything and clear everything for you, the public, and clear our perspective of, and put it across clearly, our perspective to Sinn Féin, locally, regionally and nationally. And it's simple as this. Mary Lou McDonald, change starts here. We are simply seeking clarification because we know this man, Christopher Morton, is telling tissue of lies. We know that. That's indisputable. But if Sinn Féin remain quiet about the lies he's telling in this segment, they are complicit in the framing of Aaron Brady. So just going to play the first 20 seconds for you here. We'll just play it here now.
so having read this article, do you think something?
Yeah, I haven't read it. So this is the article I read on Facebook.
Yeah.
And in it was
It was posted by Anton. Anton had posted on his Facebook. But he was the Sinn Féin councillor interviewed about it. And I had read it. And you...
I'm just saying this article has been shown to me today, and in my presence, Detective Mary is going to give that in an exhibit. So in your presence, this article you tell me this article had been posted on Anton.
On Facebook, on Anton Waters' Facebook, yeah.
So there we go. So that, just to give you, the public, some grounding here. Anton Waters gave a podcast outside the Lordship Credit Union where he was reaching out to the public and asking for information in relation to the modern robbery at Lordship Credit Union. And this is where Christopher Morton actually seen the post by Councillor Waters, and he allegedly contacted Anton Waters to say he knew who had shot and murdered Detective Garda Adrian Donoghue. So that's the groundwork laid. So we'll just go through another little bit of what Morton is saying here, and I'll break it down for you.
Can you tell me a wee bit about your knowledge of who Anton Waters is?
We were friends growing up. Went to school together when we were younger. Then he moved off up to Louth.
He's went to school, to the same school. Where was that?
In Meg, St. Joseph's in Meg. We played football together for Newry City. For the under 18s.
Gaelic or soccer?
Soccer. He was goalkeeper. I was left back.
For Newry under 18s?
Yeah.
Have you kept in contact with him since then? Or?
Now and again I write them on Facebook. That's about it really.
Now, this is the minute or so's interaction that we are particularly interested in here. He tells us that they were friends growing up in Mike and went to St. Joseph's Primary School in Mike. From what we have ascertained, Anton Waters moved from Mike to the Cooley Peninsula at a very young age. And our investigations and questioning of people suggest that there was no real friendship between Anton Waters and Christopher Morton. Now, Anton, you can easily clarify this. This is all we wanted you to do, was to sit down and clarify this minute's conversation. But this is what, it gets a little bit more, shall we say, sinister here. We played football together for Newry City. Newry under 18s. Anton played in goals and I played wing back. Now, from our investigations, and I've had 3 gentlemen very much involved in the FAI and in local soccer and in FAI in the wider family group or sporting group in Northern Ireland. We've looked at records for Newry City and we cannot find Anton Waters or Christopher Morton. Now again, very, very simple here, Anton. You come forward, just say, yes, I played for under 18 football with Christopher Morton, but have a look at his body language when he's telling us this story. We've had that looked at too. Now we cannot find any records of these 2 men playing football together. So this is vitally, vitally important for you to clarify this statement here. Do you keep in touch? Yes. Now and again, I write to him on Facebook. Very easy just to show us that. And obviously, because Christopher was so involved, Anton, in coming forward, and he really was a central role. He was used very strongly in court, although the dirty scumbag of a liar and a coward, he never came to court to give evidence because he sent a message to Inspector Mark Phillips saying that he was scared or afraid. He was very concerned because his friend Dan, that's Daniel Cahill, would you believe, the paedophile loving, drug dealing terrorist, his friend Dan had gone through such a severe cross-examination by Aaron Brady's defence team. So the upshot of that minute there is that this scumbag here, Christopher Morton, is giving himself some credence by saying he knows this Sinn Féin councillor, part of Mary Lou's National Party, and this in some way gives more weight to his absolutely ludicrous story that he was drinking for 2 days. He was a little bit tipsy at 4, 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, and he had this conversation with a man at a bar. And the upshot to this, and it runs much deeper, and obviously when we explain it, it'll become very, very simple. So these men, Mary and Ogle, take this statement. What did they do with the statement? They look at the details on the statement, and he says he knows Anton, went to school with him, played football with him, in contact with him at on Facebook. What should those 2 detectives do? Yes, give Anton a ring. Anton, this is what Christopher tells us. Is it true? We are saying at this moment in time, from the evidence and the investigations we have done, that is a tissue of lies. Now, the reason it all was so unbelievable to us at the very beginning, because as soon as Christopher Morton and Anthony Gerard Maguire, his first cousin, who also gave a statement, that's another drug dealer from Mike, who had to leave Ireland. But Christopher, from what we are told, also had to leave Ireland and is also unwelcome back in his hometown. He was caught stealing money from those he worked with or was employed by. People with balaclavas called on Christopher, took the money off him, as far as we know, to give him a couple of slaps and sent him packing. There's a very strong possibility, whether you care to believe it or not, that Anton Waters knows the men in the balaclavas. Maybe he doesn't, but we're open to discuss that with you, Anton, at any given time. So that's the simple, straightforward story of Christopher Morton, Anton Waters, and the Sinn Féin party. 100 contacts and nothing from you. Absolutely nothing. It's a fucking disgrace. Sinn Féin should be ashamed of themselves. We've contacted Sinn Féin locally. Went to the regional offices here in Dundalk, Carrickmacross, and in Belfast and Newry, and called to the offices and hand-delivered vital information to them through the door, handed it to the receptionist through the desks. And not one word. So we will be continue to interact and push forward on Sinn Féin and ask them for a response. Anton Waters can come out and publicly say that he's standing up for his friend Christopher Morton, and everything Christopher said in the statement in relation to Anton is correct. And obviously, if Christopher Morton is this upstanding citizen that's coming forward and telling the truth, well, so be it, Anton. You must come and tell the truth. But we are saying that Anton Waters is being used as a scapegoat. Sinn Féin are completely and totally complicit in the framing of Aaron Brady. Completely and totally complicit. Repeat again, Sinn Féin are completely and totally complicit in the framing of our son until they answer these simple questions. And we will be in contact with Sinn Féin in the very near future, and we will continue to do so till we get some simple answers. And indeed, the answers may very well be simple. So that gives you some idea of why we've been contacting Sinn Féin, and we have been very, very patient. We have been very, very patient, but our patience obviously has worn thin, worn out. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment and share. Please contact your local Sinn Féin councillor, TD. Let them know about this video. Share it with all the Sinn Féin offices all over the 26, all over the 32 counties. And please let us have a discussion with Sinn Féin on those 60 to 80 seconds with the layer that we know to be Christopher Morton. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and share, and we'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.